Well, it's a big break for all those cars that can't make it on fuel. They can come to pit road and fill up with fuel now.
You know, Larry, I know you get angry with me for saying this, but I just didn't think we were going to have to worry about that fuel window.
Did you throw something out on that racetrack?
I have. And somebody may have.
I've got to back him up, folks. During commercial, Darrell says, well, you know, there could be just one more caution, and I think there's going to be one. And here we are.
But now what I would say, since we pretty much know Mark Martin, Dave Blaney, Elliott Sadler, Michael Waltrip can make it, I would predict those guys with only about 8 or 9 laps on their tires very well may stay out, try to keep that track position here with about 30 laps to go possibly.
That's not a bad call. You could talk me into that.
Talk you into not getting tired? A first.
I'd be asking now, how many laps you say have I run?
You know, quickly, we do need to talk about Jeremy Mayfield. 2 of his 3 wins here. He retired right before this mad dash of pit stops with engine failure with his 19 car.
Oh, before pit stops, I got a great one for you. Guess what else we haven't done today?
Oh, no. Pit Boys trivia.
I hadn't heard the music.
But I'd say after this set of pit stops, we'll probably do it.
Don't get nervous until you hear the music.
Put your thinking cap on. This is a good one.
You
thought last night's was something?
Yeah.
This is a good one. 32 laps to go. Caution is out for debris, so they'll be able to clean that up quickly. The pits should be open. We'll see if the flag changes this time by. And here the drivers will follow into the pits. Ricky Rudd, Dale Jarrett, and Mark Martin, who is the 5th place car. The pits are open. And
we'll pay close attention now with a little pointer on the 6th car to see if that pointer stays on the racetrack possibly.
First 3 are in. Elliott's in. Martin's in. Marlin.
They're going to buy some insurance here, Larry. That's just a little insurance policy. Get 2, top up, don't have to worry.
Dick Berggren.
Car 28, Ricky Rudd, 4,800 in second gear, down on pit road. He needed this stop very badly, could not have made it to the end by the fuel he had. They're going to put 4 tires in to Steve Burns.
Pit car 88 is in. They will make a chassis adjustment. 2 rounds, 3 rounds on the 88 of Dale Jarrett. Right side tires on, left side tires going on. Let's go to Matt Yoakum.
And Dale Jarrett, the 6th car of Mark Martin will take on 4 tires. It's 99. The 88, the 28 are all going to beat the 6th car out.
Well, I do know that Rusty took 2 tires. I watched him. I believe Sterling took 2 tires.
And Jeff Burton beats them all off pit road.
Pretty much know it. Best I could tell, Darrell, Mike, all of the leaders came to pit road. They at least took the fuel and at least 2 tires, so we know everybody can make it from here.
Well, already we're wrong. It's the Radio Shack trivia. When we come back, what driver won the Winston Cup but didn't win a race until furthest into the season? Welcome back to Pocono, finishing up the 4th caution of the day and our Radio Shack trivia. What driver waited the longest to win the first race of his championship season?
Well, I don't know.
I've not a clue. I just don't know.
Matt Yoakum had it right. It was 1961, and it went 26 races before who won his championship?
Who was it, Matt?
First race, Matt. Matt's getting info, so we'll tell you.
Well,
Ned Jarrett.
Here's the thing, though. I think we ought to at least keep it in the modern era.
Well,
because I was still in high school in 1960.
And I was only 2.
Let's go to page 2 then. Here are the other drivers who took a while to win that first race in their championship season. Benny Parsons didn't win until July.
That would have been my guess.
Neither did Herb Thomas, Joe Weatherly, Bobby Isaac. 14 races before he went to victory lane in his championship season, 1970. Let's go to something a little more current, Larry.
Yeah, let's talk about what went on pit road now. Let's look at our pit stop efficiency graphic. If you look at Bill Elliott, real loser right there. 4th to 12th. Long pit stop, long road time. Darrell, you and I were talking. It almost makes you believe they've made a major adjustment on that race car. Ricky Rudd, he went from 1st to 4th, but what's a little bit deceiving, decent pit stop, different road time. The reason he went from 1st to 4th, we have Jeff Burton in the 99 that did gas only. We have Sterling Marlin, Tony Stewart, Rusty Wallace, those guys that did 2 tires only.
And you know what I like about Sterling Marlin? We saw him take 2 tires earlier today.
His car was pretty good.
It was pretty darn good.
Pretty good. Dave Blaney as well just took 2 tires in the 77 car.
Ford, Dodge, Pontiac, Ford, Chevrolet. Ford, Chevy, the top 10. Dick Berggren.
Well, Dave Blaney really didn't want to make that stop, Mike. He was one of the few people who could have gone all the way on the fuel that he had. Meanwhile, Ricky Rudd, his crew saved the best for last. The way they had it timed, 13.52. That's how long it took for 2 cans of gas and 4 tires. Wow.
Well, that'll make up for that miscue last week. Now, Jeff Burton is our race leader. He was 7th before the caution came out, 20 seconds back of the lead. Now, he will take the restart green out front.
This is when I want to see nothing in front of me, because I'm telling you what, when you got good track position here, you're sitting in the driver's seat, buddy.
Look at our Fox track, 65 miles an hour when he took the green flag, start-finish line, about like a while ago. We're watching about 130, 135 miles an hour down this long front straightaway.
Because look what happened. Look at all those lap cars that got between Sterling and Tony Stewart and Ricky Rudd there. Those lap cars get in between them, and those front guys drive off.
It's going to make it really tough on Rudd, Rusty Wallace, Michael Waltrip, Dale Jarrett, Mark Martin to try to get back to the front. There's Jarrett slicing to the inside in the middle of the Long Pond straight.
Yeah, you got to go now. You can't hold back.
And here's Rusty, same move.
Rusty with just 2 tires, 2 right side tires. Steve Burns.
Hey, Larry Mack, just want to make a correction on that last pit stop. Dale Jarrett, I said they made a wedge adjustment. They actually raised the track bar on the right side.
Tells me just a little bit tight, Steve, so they wanted to raise that track bar 1 round equals a 1/4 inch and make that car turn through the middle and off the corner.
Well, he was pretty good before they made that adjustment. That could be just what he needs to win this race. That and get through some of this heavy traffic.
Ricky Rudd in 3rd, trying to get back to the front, but lapped cars, works around Johnny Benson.
And you see the 99 car up there just driving away. Can't let him get too far away.
Now, I mean, he just ran 56.97 because he has no one to fight him. Ricky Rudd, probably a little faster race car, 57.40 back in traffic.
Rudd went way to the bottom and goes 3 wide on Benson and Labonte. And here's Mark Martin trying to make it happen.
3 wide of work till they get in that corner. Then they have to be 2 wide, just too narrow.
Get up on that outside like that, and you just don't have the grip out there that you have down low.
This is a battle for 7th. Again, both these cars we felt like was 2 cars that could have made it on fuel had it not been for that caution flag.
And both cars are pretty good. I mean, Mark's got a car good enough to get up there and win the race.
If he can get there. Now, last lap, Mark was 2.3 seconds off the lead. This time, he's 3.2 seconds off the lead. And traffic is hurting these fellas trying to get back to the front. Boy, it's helping Jeff Burton.
Yeah, those lap cars in between the leader and these cars here trying to get through there, it's making it tough.
Guys, just to tell you how being out front is good, Jeff Burton just ran the fastest lap of his race on lap 174, which is the lap we just run.
He is scampering away.
55.25 out there in that clean air.
And he's looking back, and he can barely see those guys back there, but he's loving every bit of it.
But I think what he'd love to see is Sterling Marlin race Ricky Rudd for about another 15 laps or so and race him hard.
Yeah, well, Rudd's got 4 tires, so he's going to be pretty hard to hold off. Sterling's going to have a hard time with 2 tires, holding off those 4, I think. Rudd gets it run, looks to the inside. I think he's going to be able to make... No, he ducked back in. He couldn't quite get there.
25 laps to go.
Oh, Sterling pushes up high. Rudd's going to get 2nd. Or is he?
Well, you know, he can run that low line because he's just got a little bit more grip. Rudd does. Sterling has to kind of let his car slide up the hill a little bit with just those 2 tires.
And here comes Jarrett against Tony Stewart for 4th.
No contest.
Jarrett has 4 tires.
No contest. A lot of smoke on the hood there.
Larry, would you have taken 2 tires with 30 laps to run?
That's a long way to go. You know, again, we watch week after week. We watched it last week at Dover. We see it all the time. Track position win, but 30 laps here, Darrell, that's a long way, 2.5-mile racetrack.
Well, it really is, and particularly this late in the race when the grip is at a premium. It'd be hard to give up those 4 tires. Like I said, though, you could talk me into it.
Bill Elliott to the right side, to the inside. Elliott is stuck in 11th place, battling Dave Blaney. Nothing there. He's got Bobby Labonte, who's laps down, 2 laps down, to his outside.
Yeah, that slow stop just really put Bill back in there where he's going to have a tough time working his way anywhere near the front.
And just to give you an example, Ricky Rudd in clean air now, he ran a half a second quicker than Jeff Burton that last lap.
Yeah, I can visibly see him closing the gap down the back straightaway.
All right, as we go to break, Jeff Burton has a 1-second lead on Ricky Rudd. 2 seconds on 4th place Dale Jarrett. We'll recheck that margin when we come back.
And by Radio Shack, you've got questions, we've got answers.
21 laps to go at the Pocono Raceway, and Ricky Rudd, your leader. Moments ago, we had our 16th lead change. 12 different leaders as Ricky Rudd, the defending champion, Jeff Hammond, made his move on Jeff Burton.
Yeah, I believe the 4 tires right now are starting to play out right. They put on the 28 cars. He's able to drive down underneath the 99 car of Burton and make his move and regain the lead one more time.
And, of course, Ricky Rudd is 658th consecutive Winston Cup race, adding to his record. And fresh tires here for Dale Jarrett, the teammate of Ricky Rudd, part of the Yates Racing team.
Yeah, really, Chris, I believe that could be who's going to be the guys for the race right now based on that situation right there. And we look at the pitch and see that Bill Elliott's got some kind of problem under the hood. More than likely, at this late part of the race, it could be an engine-related situation.
15 races since Bill Elliott's last win, and he was a part of the veteran group that led much of the second half of this race. But Ricky Rudd currently leading, and Dale Jarrett second, Jeff Burton running third. A couple of Roush cars up there. Mark Martin fifth, Sterling Marlin your points leader fourth.
I can tell by the look on the crew member's face that when he looked up underneath the 9 car of Elliott's that there is definitely something wrong that can't be repaired. It looks like his day is done.
All right, briefly, 19 laps to go. Jeff Rudd, is this the kind of position against the defending champ here that would you make him the favorite at this point to hold on?
Well, it looks to me like right now his teammate Dale Jarrett is closing pretty quickly. Ricky's pretty smart. He knows he needs to save a little bit right here. Still got a little ways to go. So when it comes time to pass it, it may be kind of hard to do. It's going to be a great racer as we go toward the end.
All right, let's check in with Dick Berggren, who is the crew chief, Fatback. I feel more comfortable saying Michael McSwain. Dick?
Well, after a tough start today, Ricky Rudd seems to have everything going his way. They overheated early. They got that problem corrected. They've managed to restore the lead. They are back out front with a lead of 1.2 seconds. Michael, is this race in the bag?
Ain't no way, man. That second place car, it's a good car. We really work together as a team on this whole deal. This one we got to beat at 10. And the way our luck's been this year, nothing's in the bag. They hand me another trophy up there.
Stick around. This one's not over.
2 cars are gaining on Ricky Rudd. Dale Jarrett and Mark Martin. When we went to break, it was a 1-second lead, but it was Jeff Burton over Ricky Rudd. When we came back, Ricky Rudd over Dale Jarrett, Jeff Burton, Sterling Marlin, and this man, Mark Martin, the Charlotte winner.
And I will say the last 2 laps, Dale Jarrett has been about a 1/10 a lap quicker than his teammate Ricky Rudd. But guys, this is 2 weeks in a row that finally, it took 13 races. The 2 Robert Yates Racing cars are up there running 1-2. Did it at Dover last week for several laps, and here they are again today in the closing lap.
And don't forget, you get a little draft here, so Jarrett is getting some effect off of Ricky's car, and he's going to be able to chase him down, I believe.
Yeah, just look at the interval, how much the interval's shrinking there in the right-hand corner.
Jarrett's got a good race car, and then he's getting a little help down these straightaways with the draft, and he's going to get there. The question is, how do they decide?
Let's go to Dale Jarrett's pit. Steve.
And with Todd Parrott, Todd, you guys have had a great race car all day. You put on 4 tires. Can you catch your teammate?
He's been awfully good all day. You know, they had a great car as soon as they unloaded off the truck. They were really fast, and had to change the motor, start the tail end of the field, and Ricky just drove that thing through the field. They've had a great car. We've got a great car. Track position.